Hey there guys, welcome back to Hursty Games and welcome to the new Team of the Week predictions. This week is 28 and it's been a really tough week for predictions with the international friendlies and stuff and trying to work out what games do qualify for a Team of the Week or don't, and it's been really tough. So this could be my worst week, it really could be. I've been fairly consistent with 10s every single week that I've done these predictions so far, but this week could be a slightly different story. However, I have tried my best. Some of my reserve players are players you would think I'd put in the starting lineup, but just because their ratings and stuff, but because I'm unsure on whether they even qualify or whatever, so it's been tough. But we'll get into them and hopefully we can have a few players at least, aiming for 10, obviously, minimum, correct this week. Let's get into it. Okay, so starting off, player number 1 in goal, I've gone with Pickford. For his performance for England this week against the Netherlands. He got it was at least 6 saves and a clean sheet in a 1-0 win, so I think he's got a fairly good chance. Out of all of the keepers I saw, he had the most saves and with a clean sheet as well, so one of the best performances surely through the week by an international player, so I think he's a possibility in goal. On the left, I've gone with Layun, getting himself 2 goals and a clean sheet and a man of the match performance against, I can't remember who it was against actually, but for Mexico, so a very good performance for him, so I reckon that's more than enough to get you an inform. So I reckon Layun is probably a safe bet as long as the international games count. I think Layun is a safe bet for a Team of the Week. And in the middle, I've gone with Miranda, who got 1 of the 3 goals this week for Brazil. He also got himself that clean sheet, so a nice 3-0 win. And I reckon a goal as a centre-back often, as I've said before, can definitely lead to a possibility of a Team of the Week. Not too many other defenders, especially centre-backs, having outstanding performances, so I think Miranda is a fairly safe bet. Alongside him, a Bosnian who had a fantastic performance this weekend, that is Kolasinac, who got himself an assist and a clean sheet in a very good win for Bosnia this weekend. So I think that Kolasinac getting one of the top performances, plus he got the assist for the goal, I reckon he's a bit of a safe bet to get himself an inform this week. And coming in at right back, a player that I definitely will be considering getting if his card looks anything like this, that is Victor Moses, getting himself a goal in a 1-0 win for Nigeria this weekend. He got a clean sheet, a goal and a man of the match performance. So again, as long as the international games count, I think Moses probably had the best performance on the right hand side of the defence. So I reckon he will be a fairly safe bet to get another inform this year. Starting off the midfield, a player who without a doubt deserves this. It will improve both his regular card and his one to watch, and that is James Rodriguez, getting himself 2 assists in a 3-2 win against France, so a very big team. He got the man of the match performance for that game as well, but setting up 2 of those goals, massively important for their win. So I think James will get himself a very nice inform, very nice looking card already, and this upgrade is just going to make it look a bit better. Next to him, I've gone with Wanyama for his 2 goals he got this week in a draw for Kenya. Now, obviously, they didn't win the game, but for like a defensive midfielder to get himself 2 goals, I think that was quite a good chance that he'll get himself a fairly good inform. I think that will be pretty good. He's a very popular card this year. I predicted him to go up a little bit more than maybe you'd consider, but seeing as it's his first inform, it's a fair way through the year. He's had a fairly decent season for Spurs anyway. I think Wanyama could very easily get an inform this week, because he also got the man of the match in that game as well. So Wanyama's a prediction for a Team of the Week. And to finish off the midfield, a player who I think without a doubt deserves one, a fantastic performance from what I've seen. All of his stats looked incredible for this weekend, and that is Totw, or however it's said. Got himself the goal in their game and a man of the match performance. So I think he's a bit of a sure bet to get himself an inform this week. Starting off the attack, and this attack is going to be incredible. It's going to blow your socks off. Starting off, we've gone with Arnautovic to get another inform, playing really well for Austria right now. Needs to get his obviously league form up a little bit for West Ham, but I think that Arnautovic could very much be in contention. I wasn't sure if he played on the left or up front. It didn't show me on the websites and stuff I used to find out these stats and everything. It didn't actually specify, so I wasn't 100% sure. So I've just gone with left wing, but I know he does normally play striker for Austria, so this card could very easily be a striker as well. but he got himself 2 goals and a man of the match performance. So another player that did very well was Alaba, who got himself a goal as well, but I don't think he'll get in. I think Arnautovic will get in over him. Now, one of the biggest cards we are looking at for this week is definitely Cristiano Ronaldo. He got himself 2 goals in a fantastic win for Portugal. Now, I haven't seen many other people really rate him that highly, but from what I see, he had a very, very good game, very, very good stats on his behalf, getting himself 2 goals in one game. That's a fairly safe bet, I think, really, to get himself one. You know, thinking about Rodriguez getting 2 assists, Ronaldo getting 2 goals, I think that's fairly similar outcome. So I reckon Ronaldo is in for a very, very good shout for another striker in form this week. And last but not least, an incredible card it would be this week is a striker, Gareth Bale, getting himself 3 goals and an assist and a man of the match performance in their 6-0 away win to China. I think that he has got to be in. There is no way on earth he won't get a team of the week this week. It's got to happen. There's not much more I can say about that. Okay, so getting on to the subs and reserves, got them in front of me here, so let's run through them. I've gone with Caballero to potentially get an upgrade. Predicted it to an 82, so it's going up by about 3 or 4. But he made 4 saves and had a very, very good clean sheet for Argentina this weekend. So I think, again, one of the highest scoring points-wise goalkeepers this week. So I think he is in for a bit of a shout. We've then got Smith from the MLS. I reckon he had a very, very good game, got an assist, clean sheet, and made some big, big tackles and interceptions in that game as well. So definitely helped them see out that win they got this weekend. So an actual league game rather than an international game, but I reckon he's got a good shout to get one. Vidal, one of the players I was talking about when I said you'd think some of these players would maybe be in the starting 11. I really wasn't 100% sure on Vidal, whereas I was a bit more confident on players that I actually had in the starting 11, which is why I put Vidal on the bench. So if he does make it in, he'll more than likely be in the starting 11. But he got himself a goal and a man of the match performance for Chile in their 2-1 win against Sweden this weekend. So I think that Vidal will probably get himself an inform out of anyone in that game. By the looks of things, again, looking at the stats and all the little statistics and stuff, plus he got man of the match. If there's anyone that's going to get it, I reckon it would be Vidal. Then you've got Pepe for the Ivory Coast, got himself 2 goals and a man of the match performance out on that right-hand side of the pitch. So he has got actually quite a nice looking card. Shooting stats maybe need to be a little bit improved to play as a winger, but as a midfielder, right mid, it's a possibility that he'd be a decent card this week. But again, getting man of the match gives him a good chance. Quaresma, 2 assists in the same game that Ronaldo got his 2 goals. Plus, I think Quaresma actually snuck him, pipped him at the post and got the man of the match reward. So, again, you consider that maybe Quaresma's possibly got a better chance than Ronaldo, but who knows at this point? There's a chance that either of them could get in, or even both of them. So, Quaresma, I think, with a decent chance. Vokes got himself 2 goals and 2 assists in the same game that Bale got his goals. So I reckon, again, Vokes is probably a sure bet this weekend, but I reckon he'll be on the bench just because of his rating. Pity about his pace, because otherwise his card would be really, really good. Then you've got Bradley Wright Phillips getting himself 2 goals and a man of the match performance again in the MLS this weekend. Obviously the MLS still running. So I reckon that is going to be a definite one. Again, very, very good game for him. You've got Kamara, who got himself a hat-trick for Norway. I think I think this was an international game. He got himself a hat-trick for Norway. I think it was against Republic of Ireland or Northern Ireland, one or the other. I've already forgot completely. But a 4-1 win. He got himself a hat-trick, man of the match. It's again, he's got to get in. I can't see it not happening. Afif or Afif, again, not too sure how I'm saying this, but he got himself 2 goals and man of the match performance for Qatar this weekend. So again, reckon he's going to be a fairly safe bet. He's normally a striker, but he was playing out on the left-hand side. So again, it could be either position, but I think from what I saw, it looked like he was playing out on the win. Jesse Lingard, he had a very, very big performance for England. He had a very, very good game, got himself the goal. I wasn't 100% sure. Again, like the Vidal card, not 100% sure whether I was more confident on him or the starting players I put in. So that's why he's only made it to the bench. But Lingard is a potential, but again, it's a bit of a 50-50 one. Coronado got himself a hat-trick this weekend, so I think he's going to be a sure bet to get in. Also, if his card looks anything like the stats I predicted, that could be a bit of a cheap beast. He's only going to sort of be, I reckon, between 10 and 15,000 coins when his price sort of flattens out and stables. But I think that is going to be a really, really good card. Stabilizes, rather. Stables, not what I meant. And last but not least, I've gone with McNulty to get himself an upgrade to a 74 rated silver inform with his hat-trick and man of the match performance he got this week for Coventry. So again, the bench as per usual, I think a nice spread of players, but a lot of attacking players. But that is generally what I kind of predict. Not too many defensive informs this week. However, that is my prediction. There it is for you to see now, the starting 11 on the screen. Hopefully we can get at least 10 again this weekend, but I'm going to be fully shot in the foot if the international games don't count for informs. So that would mess me up just a little bit. But hopefully, if we're right, we can get at least that 10 mark. Again, as I will always say, I'm a team of one. So if there's players I have missed, let me know in the comment section below, because things that you guys spot and see in games maybe you guys follow that I didn't see or that I miss, it really helps me in the future to make sure I keep an eye out for those leagues or specific games, stuff like that. So really appreciate the support I've been getting on this. Leave a like, of course, if you've enjoyed this, and if you think maybe some of my predictions are correct. Comment section, as I said, always open for you guys to get talking to me, and of course subscribe if you are new around here. But for now, boys, I'm going to say thank you so much for watching this, and of course I will see you all very soon. Look after yourselves. See you later, boys.